I talked about this a few months back, but Agent Trevor was cut story mode DLC for GTA 5, and Trevor actually just came out and confirmed all this info and shed light on the details about this heist DLC. And not only will it be Trevor, but of course a Michael and Franklin DLC as well to continue their story. And of course it was cancelled due to GTA Online becoming so successful. So to run down what Agent Trevor is, after the main story this would take place. Trevor goes to be an undercover cop working for the feds, similar to what Michael did. But this time it's more willingly. Trevor actually goes up to them and works for them. And Stephen Ogg, the actor behind Trevor who did motion capture, voice acting, he actually reveals that they did shoot some of that stuff for what he calls James Bond Trevor, aka Agent Trevor. They actually did some motion capturing voice lines, and they must have done coding for that DLC too. And he's still kind of crazy in this DLC. He's still Trevor in this DLC, but he is just an undercover agent doing more in-depth stuff with the FIB, in-game FBI. And they did shoot some of that stuff. He doesn't say how far they got into it. I don't think he knows because these actors don't really know the straight storyline. They do read the script and everything, but they film stuff out of context. They film the ending first, the beginning last. It's very mixed up. So he says Rockstar just went quiet on it like they do with 99% of their planned stuff. They always end up canceling something. But they even went quiet on the actors themselves. As he says, we shot some stuff and then it just disappeared and Rockstar never did it. They never followed up on it. Listen to what Trevor says in this video clip right here. Thanks to Streamily, they did a live stream talking about this.
Yeah, originally they were going to do the continuing stories of Michael Solo and, Michael, Franklin, and Trevor.
And we also had that really cool shit of, there was, and I forget if it was DLC, I have no idea, but where Trevor was going to be like a undercover. He works for the feds. And we did shoot some of that stuff with like James Bond Trevor. He's still kind of a fuck up, but he's doing his best to pretend to be like, and we shot some stuff and then it just disappeared and never did it and they never followed up on it. But I thought that would be cool. Like he gets hired.
They went to GTA Online, I believe, for that. So.
Yeah. But that would have been fun. Again, like sort of follow a different journey, you know, like Franklin becomes born again or a Mormon and he goes to make, or a Hutterite. Franklin becomes a Hutterite and goes to make rabbit slippers on the colony.
Yeah, so that's very crazy. And again, remember the video I did a few months ago talking about the 3 canceled story mode updates that we were supposed to be getting if it wasn't for how big GTA Online got. And I'm saying this must have been at least being produced somewhat up until 2016 when GTA Online really took off. I think that is the peak year for GTA Online, 2016. We had Agent Trevor, of course, which we're talking about right now, but we also had the zombie apocalypse, which was supposed to be some kind of Michael DLC, Michael focus, because Michael does have a lot of connections to zombies, including with Lester. Inside of Lester's house, if you guys did not know, you can find a lot of Easter eggs and references to zombie apocalypses. And Lester knows everything, so must have been knowing something, because in another universe of GTA 5, a zombie apocalypse was going to happen, as well as an alien invasion. Again, Michael also gets abducted by aliens, so that's why that mission is probably in the game, and they probably had way more alien-based events and scripts, and they did move some of that towards GTA Online in the future, especially with the Arena War update. They moved a lot of apocalypse vehicles, apocalypse buildings, and alien events and buildings and scripts and NPCs. If you go back to Arena War update, you can see a lot of that. So these DLCs are hiding inside of GTA Online. Apparently 2017 is when the cancellation was actually confirmed, so that goes back to my prediction that it probably was 2016 when GTA Online really took off, that they decided to just scrap it and work towards more GTA Online updates. So what could have been with GTA 5 if they didn't cancel these? Obviously GTA Online is huge, it's massive. Rockstar, I think about just 2016, the game was still massive, but they probably wouldn't be where they are at today if it wasn't for 2016 and up. 2020 was massive with the Diamond Casino. 2021 had Cayo Perico and the contract with Franklin, which is the biggest DLC of all time, I believe, for GTA Online. So Franklin did get his own DLC. We're still waiting on that Michael DLC. We are still waiting for Michael to come into GTA Online for the next updates. Again, I made a whole video on that, one of my most viewed videos of all time here on this channel. Go check out because a lot of that info and facts are still true and we are still waiting on those facts from that video. But just a Trevor DLC, that would be a great way to end off GTA 5's life. But they did scrap these. How cool would it be to just throw out 3 new story mode updates? Not online. Forget online, we've had enough of that. Story mode updates bring us back to the simpler times, get us ready for GTA 6 by playing story mode. How cool would that be? But we're probably never going to see this, and GTA Online is the closest we get with all these references to aliens and doomsday apocalypse, zombie apocalypse. But hopefully in GTA 6 we do get some story mode updates, because as a community, we need to get laid back more. We need story mode content. That has to be a major focus. Learn what you learned from Red Dead Online, where online, Red Dead Redemption is different to GTA, but online, it kind of fell off after. Not even due to Rockstar not supporting it, but it's not GTA Online. It's not an open world chaos game. Take more advantage of story mode and still work on online, but support the story mode campaign base because still have a huge passion for the campaign and love to see story mode. And again, in GTA Online, most people play by themselves. And if they do play with friends, they don't bother with missions. So mostly all these DLCs on GTA 5 Online right now have been one player base. You could play just by yourself. So that shows there's still a huge community for campaigns, story mode. Bring back single player Rockstar games. And bring back story mode DLCs. Just a quick little update for you guys. If you got this far, probably means you liked it, so leave a like and subscribe to see what video I make next.
Whatever it takes, kid. Survive.